I can't win. I literally cannot win. Every time I go to record like a video podcast, something goes on, right? Something, not just something goes on, but something goes wrong. Okay. First time I tried recording this, video would not leave my phone. Plus, it kind of looked shitty anyways. So this may be a good thing that it didn't really work out for that one. I actually tried a second time. Okay. Second time I recorded, I swear to God, I pressed record on my phone because I was thinking, okay, I can get iMovie on my phone. All I have to do is just like record the video, send me the audio file, and then like send it to my phone, and then just edit it on my phone and then post it. Right? So I set everything up. I hit record. I swear to God, I hit record. I hit record. Okay? I remember it like it was yesterday. I pressed record. But when I finished, it was like a 45-minute episode, okay? It was like one of my favorite episodes I had ever recorded, okay? I really got into it. I was talking about like food and desserts and stuff like that. And I was given great ideas and it was amazing, okay? I was so happy with it. I was like, yo, this is going to be like one of the greatest episodes ever, okay? Go to my phone, it's off. And I'm like, okay, maybe the screen just turned off and it's still recording. Turn on the phone, didn't record. Didn't record anything. It wasn't recording. I didn't even get like a few seconds from when like I hit record. There was nothing. And I'm like, I hit record. I remember I hit record. I remember pressing that red button and it going from a circle to a square. You know how it is on iPhone. I saw it. I know what happened. But it didn't record. I'm like, are you shitting me? Seriously? So I had to record a whole nother episode for that one. I think that was episode 28, actually. I still have the recording because it was fucking awesome. Okay. But just like what happened with episode 27, I couldn't post that one because I talked about being on video, and I can't talk about being on video if I don't have video. I was so mad. I'm like, are you kidding? It wasn't recording. I'm like actually self-conscious that it's not recording right now. But I'm not recording on my phone. I got a camera. I got an actual camera. And I also got lights coming in. Okay? I mean, they came in, but you know what I mean? Like the light shining on me. Oh, yeah. So I was going somewhere with this, with the fact that everything goes wrong whenever I try to record a video. So guess what's going on right now? I bet you would never guess what's going on right now. Because like I bet you can hear this noise. I guarantee you hear like this weird noise going on. You'll never guess what's going on. I'm getting my roof redone. There are dudes on the roof pulling off the shingles and putting on new ones. And so there's like hammers, footsteps, just like debris. I'm looking out the window right now. There's like shit falling from the roof. And I'm like, really? Of all days, you could have come to my house and redo my roof. You had to come today. So there's like all this noise going on. But there's nothing I can do about it because they're going to be here all day. And like I can't do it tomorrow morning because guess what? They're coming back tomorrow. So like I should have recorded this earlier. They were here all day yesterday. They're going to be here all day today. And they're going to be here all day tomorrow. So I guess I should have recorded on Sunday when they weren't here. But like the thing is, I didn't have any of my equipment, right? Well, I mean, I had the camera and the microphone, but I didn't have any of the lights. And I wanted to do a video. So, and like, I wasn't even thinking about like, I knew they were coming, but I just like completely forgot about it. I was like, Yeah, there's gonna be no issue. I'm thinking about my lights coming in and how I'm so pumped about recording a video and having it look maybe somewhat decent. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is still gonna look really bad. I did a few like test shots to see what it looks like, but the thing is, like, the screen on the camera is not like, it's not the best screen. So like looking at it just based off what you see on the screen on the camera is not like what the end product is going to look like, but it looks kind of good from what I saw. But I don't know. We'll have to see when I get the video card off the camera, plug it into my laptop, and see what that video looks like. It's at 1080p, so that's HD. But then again, you know, I took a 4K video on my phone and it came out like it was like a video shot in like the 90s. It was so bad. So, I mean, we'll just have to see. But you know what? I'm at a point where I want to post a video. I want to start doing video podcasts so bad that like I don't even give a shit if it looks like, if I'm just like one giant pixel, right? I'm going to post a video. So yeah, if you listen to the Bone Zone episode 2, you already know. But I got a new mic. As if you're watching the video, I'm like all over the place. I'm like forgetting to mention all these things. I'm actually doing a video. This is a video right now. I'm taking a video. So if you go onto YouTube, you'll see I have my first video podcast. So like you can see visuals now, I guess. Oh my gosh. I don't know if like the noise is actually being picked up with the mic, because like I can hear the noise, but like I can hear it, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like going through the microphone or going through the headphones and I can hear it, right? But I don't hear the noise going through the microphone into the headphones, if that even makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you have headphones on and there's like a loud noise, like you can hear it even though it's not playing through the headphones, but you can just hear it. You can just hear it. That's what I'm feeling like is going on. But it's so loud. Okay? The noise is so loud that I can hear it through the headphones, that I'm thinking it has to be picked up on the microphone. But who knows? Maybe it's actually not. I don't know. There's no way. You hear that shit. It's too loud. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do, you know? So anyways, yeah. So we got a video going on. So you can see I have a new mic. Actually, did you even see my old mic? I don't even know if you guys saw the old mic. Well, actually, maybe some of you did, because on Instagram, I think I also posted on Twitter. On Instagram, I posted a clip from the original video that I took with my phone, the alternate version of 27. I posted a little clip on there because like I had the video on my phone. I had a 30-minute long video. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? You know? So I just took like a little clip of like a bit that I kind of thought was, you know, kind of funny. And I just posted it on Instagram. So like if you go on my Instagram, the Lion on Main Instagram, or even if you go to Lion on Main on Twitter, you'll probably find the video on there. And you'll see what my old mic was. You know, it was just like sitting on the desk and it had like a stand and all that stuff. It wasn't a handheld microphone, is basically what I'm saying. It wasn't a handheld. But I wanted a handheld because, I don't know, I just feel like a lot more professional with a handheld. You know, because I feel like I'm an actual like talk show host. If you listen to Bone Zone 2, you'll already like hear me talking about the microphone and stuff like that. Because... yeah, I got this microphone when? Like Friday, I think? Or maybe it was Thursday. No, I think I got it Thursday. Yeah, I got this microphone on Thursday. And I recorded an episode on the microphone on Friday. Because I was going to just like do like a regular Bone Zone without the new microphone. But I kind of wanted to test it out. I wanted to see like how it would stand in like a real life episode, because I did a few test runs with it, you know, little 2-minute things to kind of see what it sounds like. And I kind of like how it sounds. I actually went back and forth between listening to like a podcast with the old mic and a podcast with the new mic. if I'm being honest, I don't really hear a difference. I mean, kind of, but it's whatever. I mean, they both sound good. Like, it wasn't like I wanted this mic because my old one was shit. That's not what it was, okay? Because I liked my old mic. The only thing is that I wanted a handheld. And also, like, you see I have headphones on, and it's plugged into, where is it? This is the wire. It's plugged into the microphone, and that way I can hear my voice in real time in the microphone. So that's cool. My old mic couldn't do that. I couldn't plug the headphones into the microphone. You can plug it into like your laptop, like your headphones into the laptop, and try to do a like listen to your voice, but it's not in real time. There's like a delay, and so it makes it really hard to talk. And so I never did that. Once again, if you watch the clip on my Instagram or Twitter, you'll see I'm not wearing headphones, right? But I always wanted to be like one of those podcasters that has headphones in while talking to the mic, because most of them do that. So that just that's adds to the podcast feel, or podcast look. So I was like, fuck it. I want a handheld. I want to listen to my voice because it sounds so good. And so I bought it. But one of the things is that there wasn't really an issue before, is that I've done it a few times already in this episode, is when I laugh, I'm laughing right into the mic, and it kind of you get that breathy sound, and I don't like it. I was listening to the Bone Zone, and every time I did that, I was so mad. I'm like, dude, I hate that sound, Fuck, I just did it again. I gotta stop doing that, because see, the thing is with the microphone on the desk, when I would laugh, I would kind of look away, right? And so the laugh isn't directed into the mic. But since this is a handheld and you're holding it up to your mouth, it's kind of natural for you to just wherever you move, right? Your hand is moving with you because you want to keep the mic where your mouth is so you can talk, right? And you can hear it, because this is a different type of mic than my old one. My old one, it kind of picks up the sound of the room. This mic, you have to talk into the mic or else you won't hear it, right? I can kind of do this. I don't even know if you can hear me. Maybe you can. But yeah. You can tell when my mouth isn't directly, when my voice isn't directed into the mic, you can't hear anything. But, I kind of like it though, because once again, it adds to that podcast feel. So yeah, whenever I laugh, it's being directed into the microphone, and I gotta stop doing that. Fuck. I keep doing it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to learn. This is only my second episode with this mic, okay? I'm learning, okay? So don't crucify me in the comments or anything like that, okay? I'm still doing it. I'm sorry, guys. You're probably just gonna have to live with it. It's kind of like me saying, all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, saying that all the time. I don't know, when I'm talking, right? Also, I say right all the time. When I'm talking, I don't notice these repetitive words. I almost said right there, but I'm stopping myself. But it just sort of seems like it's a natural, it's a filler word. I'm fighting so hard to say I really want to say at these different points, but I'm going to fight it. I'm not going to do it, because I don't know, it kind of gets annoying. I listened to some of my episodes, and it doesn't really bother me too much, Fuck. I gotta stop saying that. But I'm fighting it. I really want to say, I just gotta fight saying all the time. Because I even say a lot, just naturally, not even doing a podcast. I just say And like, what if sometimes you don't know? Huh? Did I ever think about that? No. I always say you know. And with the person I'm talking to is like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? You know. I don't know. See, like, even me laughing in the mic is annoying me because I can hear it in the headphones. Also, this banging is annoying the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. What are they even doing up there? Like, I know that they're redoing the roof, but like, I hear a saw. What the hell are you sawing up there? What is there to saw? Nothing. There's nothing to saw. You're taking shingles off, you're putting them on, nailing them in. What are you sawing? There's nothing to saw. Why do I hear a saw? What are you doing? Yeah, also, the other day, after they finished working, right, I kind of went outside because they have like a big dumpster out in the driveway where they dump a bunch of like all the trash, like all the old shingles and all that shit. But they also have sort of like spots kind of around the house that just have like tarps where they kind of also throw trash down. And I guess at least I'm hoping that they come back and pick up those tarps with all the trash and kind of throw them out, because like there ain't no way in hell I'm doing that. Okay. I'm paying you how much and you're going to leave trash in my house? I don't think so. But I went outside and there's a tarp and there's like soda cans and there's like a hat. And like the hat looked perfectly fine. I'm like, what are you doing throwing out your hat, dude? It's hot. Don't you need a hat? Like hats actually, like, it was like one of those like, I don't want to say it was a cowboy hat because it wasn't a cowboy hat, but it was like one of those like straw kind of farmer hats, you know. It was like a round hat. Those hats are actually really good. Okay. I talked about this a while ago, but I went to Epcot and I got one of those, once again, I don't know what to call it. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but I think they're called rice farmer hats. I don't know if that's actually right. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? They're kind of like a cone type hat deal, right? So I got one of those when it was really hot. Dude, that shit cools you down way more than like a baseball cap, because a baseball cap just covers up like the front of your face. And like not even that sometimes, because like what if you're looking this way and the sun's coming in over here? Your face is going to get hit with the sun, okay? But if you got a round hat, no matter which way the sun's going, that hat's blocking it. So like it keeps you cool. My voice just went really weird right there. But it keeps you cool. So like I don't know why this guy was throwing out the hat. That's a good ass hat for a hot day. You know? Fuck. How many times did I say you know without even noticing? Because that was the first time I noticed saying you know. I don't know if I've said it any more times through that, talking about hats. But yeah, it's still hot as fuck here, you know? I'm getting so mad. I gotta stop saying that. But I'm excited for fall coming around. But the thing is, like, fall's not the same here as it is like up north. Okay, because I lived up north through like 2 falls. Okay, and like fall up north is so much better because like it's relatively cool. Okay, it is cool. Okay, it'll be like a nice 60 degrees outside. Okay, the leaves are changing colors and shit, and it's just like so pretty. It's got like that orange look, and it kind of it really does, like, it gets me in the spirit of like fall holidays, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and all that. And then like even winter, like when fall ends. I don't know why I need to explain that to you. Okay, it's not like we're in kindergarten and we just learned the seasons. Okay, but yeah, when winter comes around and it's like snowing, dude, I'm in the Christmas spirit. Okay, because it snows during Christmas. But like here in Florida, it's summer year round. Like sometimes it gets a little cold. But like it's something that gets you in the spirit. But like, you know, like we still decorate and shit. Like as you can see, this table, we got a fall tablecloth. At least I think it's fall. I mean, it's orange, so I guess that qualifies as fall, right? Anything orange. Orange is fall. Also, pumpkin spice coffee. That's a fall thing. So, I mean, you kind of get in the spirit, but when you look outside and like everything's still green and it still looks like the summer, you kind of lose that fall spirit. And it's still like 90 degrees outside. You're like, fall what? This ain't fall. Once again, what are they sawing? I don't know what they're sawing. I don't know what there is to saw. I mean, like, it's not like you're putting wood down. What are they sawing? Or maybe they're using a grinder. But then again, what are you grinding? Huh? You use a grinder to, like, sharpen things, to cut. Like a saw. But what are you sawing? There's nothing to saw. I mean, maybe I'm just ignorant in how it is to redo a roof. But, like, if you think about it, okay? Shingles on a roof, okay? You just tear off old ones and put on new ones. What is there to saw? Genuinely asking. I don't know what it is. Like, it's not like you're building the roof, okay? You're just replacing the shingles. There's nothing to saw. You're not putting wood down, okay? Like, okay. The thing when it comes to redoing a roof, okay? You got to pull off the old shingles, okay? And also there's like a protective layering, right? That's between like the shingles and like the roof, like the bed of the roof, whatever you call it, I don't know. And that's to protect it from the weather, okay? So like humidity and water doesn't get through the shingles and into the house, right? But like that's not wood either. So you take off the shingles, you take off the old protective covering, you put a new one on, and then you put new shingles on. What is there to saw? I don't know. It's bizarre to me. Also, like, I just figured, because, like, they didn't finish taking off all the shingles yesterday. That was, like, their first job to do, was take off all the shingles. And I don't think they took all of them off. So I think they're still taking off shingles. And once again, maybe I'm just ignorant on how it is on what it's like to redo a roof. But, like, I mean, it's not like there's 2 guys up there, okay? There's, like, a crew of, like, 10. So, like, me just thinking, 10 guys all day. Because, like, they came at, like, just like today, they came at, like, 8 a.m., okay? And then, like, they left around 9 or 10 last night, whatever it was. And it's like, okay, so you had all that time with 10 dudes, you couldn't take all the shingles off the house? Like, come on. Everyone knows when it comes to, like, redoing something, like redoing a kitchen, redoing a bedroom, all that stuff. Like, the demolition is the easiest part. Like, the demolition usually takes, like, a few hours. You know, because all you do is smash it and throw it out. Like, there's nothing else to it except... So, like, I just figured... Okay, once again, maybe I'm just ignorant on what it's like to redo a roof, but I just figured you would have like a few guys that rip off the shingles, okay? Then you have another few guys who pull the nails off, and then you have the other few guys who just throw out all the trash. Right? And you got like a bunch of different spots to throw out trash. So like, what? I'm speechless. How'd you not get all the shingles off yesterday? Oh, no, like, I just figured at least they would have taken off all the shingles. I mean, yesterday I was thinking, like, oh, they could have done the whole roof yesterday. But, you know, I'm thinking about it, like when you take breaks, you know, like, people need breaks, obviously. So, like, and plus they're out there in the hot-ass sun on the roof. The shingles are probably hot as fuck, okay? So, like I understand, like, they want to take breaks, right? But like I said, maybe I'm just ignorant on what it's like to redo a roof. But I just feel like it's relatively easy or simple. Like, it's not something that should take super long. Like, there was a house in our neighborhood that was also redoing their roof. And it took them like 3 weeks or something to redo the roof. Like, what? And their house is like the same size as ours. So, like, How did it take you 3 weeks? Also, when you factor in that these guys are going to take 3 days. How are these guys able to do 3 days when those guys took 3 weeks? What was so different about their house? And like the worst part is that they didn't even put the protective covering on the house. So it rained and their house flooded. You had 3 weeks and you missed a part. Okay. So if you missed a part, think about it. You missed putting on the covering. So you took out a step. You had less work than what these guys are doing, and you did it in more time. How? Like, what were you guys doing? I have no idea. It's just kind of crazy to me. 3 weeks to do 3 days worth of work. And like, I don't even think it should take 3 days. But once again, I don't even know I don't know what it's like to redo a roof. I mean, I know the steps, but like, you never really understand how long something takes until you like actually do it, you know? Fuck. I keep saying I gotta have like, I need like a speech therapist to come in and like slap me every time I say slap. You know what I mean? Slap. That'll teach me. I think. Or maybe I'll just still be in the habit of just saying Like once my speech therapist leaves, I'm like, yes, now I can say again. I just pretend not to say in front of my speech therapist. So they think I'm learning. Little did they know, is my favorite phrase. But yeah, also, another thing I want to talk about real quick is I talked about it on the Bone Zone, okay? I switch hands with this mic, and like I can kind of hear that sound in the headphones, but I don't know if it's actually being picked up on the mic. When I was doing the Bone Zone episode 2, I was switching hands, and I didn't really notice that it was making a sound until towards the end, and that's when I mentioned, oh, do you guys hear the sound and all that stuff? When I mentioned, do you guys hear the sound, then I can hear it, right? Sometimes I could hear the sound, but like the rest of the video, I couldn't hear it. So I don't know if it's gonna be the same way with this. I'm hoping it's gonna be the same way, that it's not like noticeable. But I mean, I won't know until I go back and listen. But also, I keep looking at the screen. I don't know where I'm supposed to look when I do these types of things. Like when I shoot a video, because like, I don't know. Okay, so like there's like this old podcast from like years ago, like 2016, 2017, something like that. And this guy was doing a podcast, and it was kind of like this, right? It was just him, chill podcast, and he was doing a video, and he never looked in the camera, right? But I also feel like that it's kind of weird not to look in the camera. Because like I'm kind of fuck. I'm just going to live with it at this point. Saying all the time. I'm just going to live with it. Anyways, because I'm kind of making like an active effort not to look in the camera. Like when I look up, right? I always like subconsciously or consciously, I should say, like not look at the camera. Like I look away, right? Because like usually when I did this podcast without a camera, I would just like look up straight ahead like this, right? But I can't do that because the camera's right in front of me. I mean, I guess I can, but I don't know. I also kind of feel like it's weird doing that. Just staring into the camera for something like this. Obviously, if I'm like making a video, right, not a podcast, like it makes sense to look in the camera because you're like looking at the audience. But like with a podcast like this, I don't know. It feels weird to just like stare in the camera. But I don't know. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Like maybe I'm just thinking I'm reading too deep into it. I probably am. But I don't want to be looking at the screen all the time because I did that for my first podcast video. And like watching the video back, I didn't like that you're only seeing like the side of my face. I didn't like that. So I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Okay? This is a learning process. I may be a pro when it comes to audio, but I'm brand new when it comes to visual. But you can call me young techie. Little AV man. Part of the AV club now because we got audio and visual. Hopefully. If this video works out. Because who knows? What if my camera stopped recording? What if that happened? That would suck. I'll be like, are you kidding me? Again? Again with this bullshit? Honestly, if I, like when this episode's over, if I go over to that camera and it's not recording, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't even know. I'm going to freak the fuck out. I'm going to call up whoever sold me this camera and be like, your shit is defective. But it should be recording. Dude, when I got this camera, okay, I was watching a bunch of videos on how this thing fucking works, okay? I wanted to make sure that this shit looked pristine, okay? I wanted to look like I was a goddamn model, okay? I also, like, you know, prettied myself up. Because that's the thing. Now that I'm doing videos, I have to look somewhat presentable when it comes to these. Because, like, you know, there's a lot of episodes that I did where I would just, like, roll out of bed, right? I don't even give a shit what I look like. And I just sit down, pick up the mic, start recording. And, like, it doesn't really matter because, you know, no one sees me. All right? Everyone's just, like, hearing me, hearing my luscious voice. God damn, I'm sorry, that was weird. Why did I say that? Who the fuck says luscious? Who says that? No one. No one in the history of this planet uses that word legitimately. I can count how many times on one hand I've ever heard the word luscious. Once when I said it just now. But yeah. Or should I say soothing voice? Is that better? Soothing? My voice is not that soothing. I don't know why, but like deep voices, like why do people think that's soothing? I don't get it. Like I guess it's kind of soothing, but I don't know. There's like people who are like attracted to voices. What? What are you talking about? Attracted, like, okay, so Corpse Husband, right? Is that what his name is? That fucking guy who played Among Us that had that really deep voice. And no one knows what he looks like. And like everyone's like, oh my God, his voice is so hot. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Like, okay, so I never really got into Among Us, okay? But, you know, I would always hear about it, and I would see some, like, funny clips of, like, people playing it and all that stuff, but, like, I never really got into it. I never watched videos because it kind of gets boring really fast if you're watching someone play it. It's only fun if you're the one playing, right? Like, because I've played Among Us a few times, but, like, you know, when you're watching, I don't know, it's just kind of boring because you're just watching someone do tasks. It's not the same as actually playing because when you're playing, you know, you got like that uneasy feeling where you're like, oh my God, someone's going to kill me and all that shit, you know? But if you're just like watching, like you don't really get that. But anyways, I'm going way off topic. Okay, but yeah, so he was playing Among Us and everyone's like, oh my God, Corpse Husband, his voice, oh my God. And I never really listened to it because, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. But then there was like one day where I was like, you know what? I just want to hear what this guy fucking sounds like because everyone's talking about how his voice is so fucking sexy, right? And I'm like, I got to hear what this sounds like, okay? And like, he started talking, and first of all, I didn't think it was that deep. Like in comparison to how people were describing it to me, I thought he was gonna have like, I don't know, like a crazy ass deep voice. But you know, it was just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of seemed like it was a movie trailer deep voice. You know, it's just kind of like, hello, you know, how's it going? You know, like I don't know, it wasn't really that deep.
And I'm like, it's also far from sexy. Like, what are you talking about? Also, like, what if he turns out to be like some like greasy ass middle-aged man living in his mom's basement or something like that? Like, are you gonna think that voice is sexy after that? Like, I don't get it. It wasn't anything phenomenal. Okay. Like, I didn't get the whole thing about his voice. And like the best part is that like now no one really cares. At least that's what it seems like. Because like Among Us is dead, basically now. Like, who still plays Among Us? Like, no one. Okay, it's kind of old. But like now I kind of want to start playing Among Us. I kind of have a problem with that. Like when like a video game comes out or something like just like something really popular comes out, right? It's usually like a video game and everyone's playing it, right? All your friends are playing it. I got like this problem where like when it's popular, I want nothing to do with it, right? I don't care about it, you know? I'm just like, who the fuck cares, right? But then like after it's dead, then I start being like, you know what? I kind of want to play it now, you know? And it sucks when it's like multiplayer games when you're supposed to play with your friends because like after like when I start wanting to play it, everyone's already played the shit out of the game, right? And they're done. And like I'm like too embarrassed to just like reach out to them and be like, "Hey, do you guys want to play Among Us?" And they're like, "Where the fuck have you been?" We played this game like 2 months ago. Like where were you, dude? What were you doing? I'm sorry. I was uninterested. Like, take Dead by Daylight, for example. I just bought that game, and I just started playing it, and it's like one of my favorite games right now. And like that game came out in 2016. And now, all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, I want to play it. And that's like a multiplayer game, right? You got you and 4 of your friends, or maybe 3. Because can you have like a... I don't even know how the game really works. I just got the game. I don't know what you can use as like a bot or something. But anyways. But yeah, you like invite your friends, okay? So it's like you, 3 of your friends are like survivors. And there's like one killer, right? And the killer's trying to kill you, obviously, hence the name. And you're trying to escape. So you have to like repair these generators. And then you go to like this gate, you open up the gate and you run out and you live, right? And the whole time you're trying to evade this killer guy, right? And like, I was kind of interested back when it came out. I kind of thought it was a cool game, but you know, I didn't really give a shit about it. I was like, okay, whatever. You know, it's just kind of it's like an arcade game. So like, I didn't pay any attention to it. It was super popular. Then it kind of died. And now all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to play it. But also, one of the reasons that actually made me get it, because I've been kind of looking at it for a while, but I never got it. Because also the fact, like, who the fuck am I going to play with? Like, you can play with randoms, right? But, yeah, it's just not the same. But anyways, one of the reasons why I actually got it was because I saw this thing. I don't even know what the fuck it was on. But I saw this thing that, so Dead by Daylight, they have, like, a bunch of DLC packs. A bunch of like add-ons where they added new characters and new like new survivors and new killers and all that stuff. And they had a Stranger Things one, right? Where they added Steve Harrington, Nancy Wheeler, the Demogorgon, and then you can also use Jonathan Byers as like an alternate to Steve Harrington. And you know, I'm a huge ass Stranger Things fan. It's like it's my favorite TV show ever. Okay? I mean, 80s. Awesome fucking hair. I mean, look at me. So like it naturally, it's like my favorite show, right? And I found out that DLC is going away, right? They're getting rid of it because I guess like the license ran out or something like that, and they're not going to renew it. So, oh yeah, because they also added a new map. It was supposed to be Hawkins Lab, and they're like, okay, so it's going away sometime in November. I can't remember what exactly, but yeah, it's going away in November. And they're like, after that date, you can't buy it, okay? But if you buy it before that date, you can still use all the characters, but just the map will go away. And they said they're going to like... Because also they got like different perks they call them. It's like different power-ups, different traits to help you survive and all that stuff. And the same thing with the monsters, help you kill better, I guess. And so obviously there's like ones geared towards the characters, right? Like, because like Steve Harrington's got one that's called like the babysitter, and it's got like a certain thing to it. And it's like a picture of Steve Harrington with his bat or whatever on like the perk icon. And so apparently, since they're getting rid of the license, like, yeah, you can still use the characters, but they're retheming the perks, which I don't really understand that, because like, why can't you just keep the same? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, if you buy the DLC, you can keep all the characters, but it's just the map will go away. And I'm like, well, I fucking want that, you know? Because like, if I ever get to a point where I want to play Dead by Daylight, you know, after November, I'm not going to be able to play as like any of the Stranger Things characters, which is one of the things I wanted to play as, which is why I was kind of looking at Dead by Daylight, because I wanted to play. Like, ever since the Stranger Things DLC came out, I wanted to fucking play the game. But I just never did. But now that it's going away, I was like, dude, okay, I have to get it now. Okay, because then it's going to go away. So I got it, downloaded it. And now, like I said, it's like my favorite game. And like, I knew some of my friends who used to play Dead by Daylight back in the day. And I can't like reach out to them and be like, hey, do you guys want to play Dead by Daylight? I know it's like, how many years old now? 5? 5 years old? 2016, 5 years old? It's a 5-year-old game. Do you guys want to hop on to a 5-year-old game? Like, they're probably like, dude, no, I'm so tired of that game. It's so fucking boring. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm just starting, okay? I'm just getting into it. So can we just play? But yeah, that's like a problem with me. Yeah, the same thing with Fall Guy. I didn't get Fall Guy because I kind of had so like when Fall Guy was super popular, I was like, I don't see the point in this game. It's so stupid. But then it died, and then I kind of wanted to play it. But now I'm back to like, okay, no, good thing I didn't get it, because I don't even want to play that game. Because I don't know, it kind of looked fun for a hot second, but then I was like, no, it doesn't look that fun. But like same kind of thing with Among Us. I didn't actually start playing Among Us until it started dying, and I only played like 2 rounds, and then I bailed on the game. Because like, you know, it's not that fun when you don't play with like people you know, right? Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion on the whole thing. You know, also like, I was playing it on mobile. Because for some reason, so mobile is free, but you have to like pay for it if you want to play on the computer, which I don't get, because it's the exact same game. It's the same game. Why do I have to pay? It's like $5. What? Dude, it's fucking murder mystery. You're going to make me pay $5 for this when I could just get it on mobile for free? Anyways, but like, I think the thing is on mobile, like, you can't use voice chat, which is like, takes away from part of the fun of the game, right? Because like, the only way to debate is to like text, and like, whatever. I don't know. It just wasn't really that fun. So I left that game. But yeah, that's kind of like, I hate myself for it, but like, that's just like who I am. The game's super popular. I have no interest in it. Then it dies, and it becomes like my number one interest. I was like, dude, I can't wait to play that game. And it's already like a year old. But I don't know. That's just how it is, I guess. Anyways, wow. 45 minutes. Kind of quite a long episode. Hopefully the camera's still recording, because if not, and I have to re-record this episode, dude, I'm not going to be happy. And you're going to hear how upset I am if I have to record this episode again. But cross my fingers. Hopefully that's not true. Okay? Hopefully it's still recording. Because, I mean, I got a real-ass camera for this, okay? No more of this phone shit, okay? I got my phone in my hand right here, okay? So, if it's not recording, I'm suing Canon. Anyways, so thank you guys for listening. Whatever you guys are listening to this on, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and leave a review if you're listening on iTunes, and comment if you're on YouTube. Make sure to share this podcast with fucking everyone. Okay. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at RealJLions. And also follow this podcast on Instagram and Twitter at LionOnMain. I'll be posting highlights from this video if it works. Once again, crossing my fingers. Okay. Hopefully the video actually recorded. And then but then I just have to go through and edit out a bunch of highlights and all that shit, which is going to be time consuming. But you got to do what you got to do, I guess, you know? But yeah, follow me on social media, follow this podcast on social media, share this podcast, and yeah. Is there anything else? Sometimes I feel like when I do like this, when I do my self-promotion, I always feel like I'm forgetting something. And I usually forget share. Like, it's not until after I finish recording, like I press stop, right? I put all the edits on it, and I'm about to export the audio file, and I'm like, you know what? I forgot to share. And I'm like, okay, but it's whatever, you know. I'll remember next time, and then I just don't. I just forget again. Which I don't even, like, how do you forget that? Like, I remember everything else except one thing, and it's always the same one thing. What? Also, of course, when I'm about to finish the episode, there's like no more fucking noise going on. Actually, I don't know how long it's been gone. Has it been gone for a lot of the episode? I have no idea. I kind of, at a certain point, I kind of like tuned out the noise, and so I wasn't really thinking about it. But hopefully it wasn't too annoying. If I go back and it's like super in your ears, I'm going to be about as upset as I would be if this video is not recording. Also, I got to learn how to not laugh into the mic. I've been doing that. I also got to learn not to say "you know" all the time. That's like my favorite phrase. But anyways, actually going to wrap it up this time. Thank you guys. I've been your host, Jay Lyons. I don't know if I ever said that. Thanks for listening to Lion on Main. Love you. I don't know. Do I?